again. Let's do another stream. So, live. I really should do these longer than a couple of minutes, longer than an hour ago, because it's a bit. Cool. So what have we got to? So we scaffolded out the IDLs. It's failing because of some interface things. But we've got like some of the basic IDL, and then we've got the I've moved some of the element creation methods. This is just a lift and shift. There's nothing actually. This is half of because this is based off of the other patches. There's more to this, but if we do a switch, or not then. This is the branch. We want to rebase on this one as well. Yeah. So this one just moves some of these C++ methods to cool. Editor crashed. Move some of the methods into treescope.h, and treescope.h. Treescope is effectively it's the superclass of shadow root or document. And so if we go, I've lost the DOM. Are they in here? Yeah, here it is. It's all in here. So let's get rid of this, I guess, and we'll just use this. Yeah, so there's a document or shadow root interface mixin, which just has this custom element registry, but obviously it can do a lot more behind the scenes, and yeah, effectively we've already got this, I guess. We might need to make this virtual and override it. Yeah, I think that's probably the right choice, but we will look at that in a second. But so we have I thought it had custom element shadow root H. That's custom element. Oh yeah, this has custom element. This should not be here. So this was the next patch I wanted to actually make, which is that I think a tree scope wants to have set registry, and then a tree scope. I think that we want to have custom element registry here, registry, which I guess I could have got from here, but so we're moving registry and set registry from shadow root and into tree scope, and then this way we can say custom element registry, the thing that I just put in. Yeah, custom element registry. I can just call registry.get, and set registry we need to take from shadow root, and we'll pop it into tree root around some sensible location. And so create element. Should. Yeah, we'll pop it here anyway, and this will be tree root. Tree scope, sorry. I think that makes more sense. And then in the shadow root IDL, we can say this is implemented as custom element registry. Which allows us to get rid of this registry, and we just have the one. And then in document IDL, this is weird. Does this mean document is going to have both custom elements? I guess document doesn't, does it? It's window that has custom elements. So we're going to say runtime enabled, revamped. Let's just get this. So we're going to do the same thing, I guess. Can a document have a scoped custom element registry? It's a bit peculiar. I want to see what what does WebKit do with the custom on document custom element registry bindings? It just calls ensure. Do they have a tree scope equivalent? I think I want to do this. The element has a custom element registry. And what does this do? This gets the registry if registry for element, which calls scoped custom element registry map, element tree scope. So this has a tree scope. I don't know why this isn't implemented on, well, it is implemented on tree scope, I guess. What is this though? Oh, because an element can have a different scoped custom element registry than the registry of the tree scope. So this makes sense. We need to sort this out as well. We need to do the same thing. But anyways, so we're on the right track here, because tree scope just has like a member, So we're doing a very similar thing. So this is all good. So, but what I think I want to do, we want to make this virtual, and then document document.h. Come on. We want to say override. I think that's the right syntax for override. I always forget this kind of stuff. We don't need virtual. And here we want to say, I guess there's no window. Oh, there is DOM window. But I'll implement this in the CC. Oops. So DOM window. Yeah, we basically want something like this. We're like, get cached top frame. Is there anything custom element related that I can just chuck this with? Import node, I guess. Fine. Although none of this stuff actually... import node is on document, isn't it? Import node. We'll pop this here. This feels like it's kind of related enough. Whoops. Well, I guess so. This is going to be custom element registry document. Custom element registry const return DOM window. I don't know if we have ensure custom elements. Custom elements. Whoops. So if we look for file IDL. Hello? That's the wrong one. That's tests. Frame, this one. This is not going to give it to me, is it? Let's go to window properties. Nope. Custom elements. Cool. So I think I can probably just use this. This is const though, which is implying that it's not. Let's go look at the implementation. Let's not assume. Oh wow, okay. That's interesting. How is it const and it's assigning to a member variable? Okay. I'm not going to pretend... I'm not going to pretend I know why that's happening. I'm just going to ignore that and continue. All right, let's try and compile and see if it tells us off. It's going to tell us off because this says DOM winnow. So we'll try that one again. So this in the spec we had, I guess it was this spec. So custom element, if this is document, return this is custom element registry, is effectively this. Otherwise return this is custom element registry after the assert. We don't need to really put an assert in here, I don't think. Like, it's whatever. We could make this virtual and put this on shadow root, which would avoid having a member variable that we're not using for the document, which might be sensible. I think it would actually. If we just had good evening Pascal. If this was just virtual like so, and then this has to implement it. Yeah, I think that's the right choice actually. But it does mean we need registry, which also means we need to reintroduce set registry here, and there's no point in set registry here. There's kind of no point in this, but whatever. We will pretend that that's... well, there is a good point in this actually, because the whole point of moving this is so that we can use it within these like create element functions and stuff. Let's just have a little look what we've got so far. So custom element registry on document. Wait, what's it saying? What's the compile errors that we have? Okay, virtual member functions can be marked override. Custom element registry. What? Am I missing something? This is virtual. Custom element registry. Oh, this isn't needed anymore. I don't understand why the compiler was saying that it doesn't work. That clearly works, right? Unless I need to mark override here, but I didn't think I did. Okay, let's fix some of these other errors. So treescope.h just needs a full declaration of custom element registry. So registry, that's that fixed. Only virtual member functions can be marked override in document H custom element registry. I wonder if it's going to just be because of the requirement of the full declaration. We'll see. That might do the job. Document H might need custom element registry as well. Probably not because it's got it here. But let's see. Does it bring in custom elements? No. So it probably does need... Weird that it didn't need it before. Look at this, I've got a bunch of... what's going on here now? Does this have any other virtuals? Or is this in a different name? No, it's all in public. Something super weird is happening. And it's because of this. Somehow this, I think my IDE features have got an added element.h to document, which is probably blowing everything up. Take this down a font size. Oh, that didn't improve things. I thought it might, but no. So container node. No, there's definitely something going on. Maybe it's in another one as well. Yeah, look. It's in tree scope as well. I don't know why. I don't know how I tell my editor to stop doing this. What else? I think this looks pretty good. It's a pretty simple set of changes, so. It looks less angry. Yes, very right. It does look less angry. So this is the insert a node steps, and we've got some additional stuff here that we can look at. But I want to skip those for now. That's so registry. This is the stuff we just implemented. Uh-oh. Oh, because I brought this back into here. This needs to be override. Oh, and I don't need this anymore still, because in the shadow root IDL, oh, why is find so slow? Yeah, we implemented this as custom element registry, so this should be fine. What I care about is create element, which I don't know if it's in here. Clone is. Did we get a response on the Boolean versus string yet? Asks Pascal. Yeah, so HTML template element. There's not a note, but where was it? HTML template element. It was in one of these. He says not finding it. Oh, it's not in this one. Is it in this one? Interface, HTML template. Okay, I can't find it now. The HTML template element, there it is, has this shadow root custom element registry, which is a string, because it's a future feature carve out for named custom element registries. So if we can have named custom element registries somehow, I don't know how, presumably you'd have to define them before you render HTML, which could be interesting. But yeah, then you can like name one using the string. So it's implemented as a string, even though it's probably going to be treated like a boolean. But yeah, it's a forward compat thing. So there's no member named registry because tree scope adopter oops, uses shadow root, so 116 shadow root registry, and we want it to say custom element registry. I'm pretty sure every time I type this is what's included in the H. Everything else looks like it's compiling. So hopefully that's it. Move shadow tree to new document. Associates a given shadow root custom element registry with the new document. We should double check that that is the case in the new spec. Custom element CC. Also, oh, interesting. So this is pointless now. This is what we were doing for the document anyway. This needs to return null pointer, I think, and then we can just use this. I wonder where this is actually being used. Was this custom element registry? Let's go look it up. Custom. Yeah, it's used in a few places. It's a bit disappointing, but we can just get rid of this anyway, because presuming it's only called on elements. Let's say, so this is just going to say get tree scope custom element registry. We don't need to call registry. Whoops. So I'm guessing this is like where half the work has already been done, because I think we'll need to go comb through all of these call sites as well to figure out if they apply. I imagine they do. Anyways, this is looking pretty happy. So that gives us the way to. So now we can. Now we have the custom element registry set per tree scope. In import node. No, create element for binding. To create element for binding. It wasn't this create element for binding. It was this one with the element creation options or string. We want to get the registry. Whoops. So we want to do something like registry equals custom element registry if string or options has custom element registry. Registry should equal string or options custom element registry. And then we can pass registry to create element. Oh, whoops. Of course. This is a dot. Yes, so we're going to get the custom element registry of the current tree scope, but if we've been passed a if we've been passed a custom registry, then we'll use that one instead. What? We got a linker error, I guess. Oh no, there is actually something that uses tree scope. So we need to basically re-implement. Oh no. No, we probably don't. We just have the header registry. It's probably just this. There we go. Knew it was around somewhere. Well, if there's only one call site, let's go look at that one call site. So 682 in tree scope itself. In create element. I mean, this is just custom element registry. But done that thing with it has. That should just be that, I think. Well, in fact, I was passing it, wasn't I? I was passing it here. So So now what we want to do is in create element. Is half the implementation still here from the experiment? Pascal asks. Yes. Yeah. This is half is certainly from the previous implementation, I guess is what you could say. Let's call it registry or previous prototype. Makes it harder. It potentially, yeah. It means that we need to, like, we could just, you know, I've added another flag just in case we need to figure it out, but they're both experimental. They're both under experimental, so it may well be harder. Yeah, we'll find out. So far, it's not too much harder. Okay, so create element is also going to be passed a pointer to a registry. And that means create element here. Also needs that, right? So const custom element registry, which was a pointer. And we can just say if registry here. Then there was something I saw an error before, which was about frame serializer CC. Registry. This can just be document custom elements registry. I wish I could give this more than an hour. I think we're in an okay place, though. This should actually get us to the point where calling create element and passing in the options bag works. He says it failing. Uh-oh, editing. Command utilities. Create element. That's troubling. I have no idea what this is. But I guess we will find out in the review. Whoop. So yeah, I think this is now sufficient to call create element, pass in a registry, and it should be assigned. There is one bit because we did it inside of fallow. Custom element CC. We did it inside of one of the binding functions, but not all of them, so I think we need to clean that up as well. This just needs to be custom element registry. Custom element test helpers. I'm guessing there's going to be quite a few places that now need null pointer, which isn't the best, but it's also, I think it's fine. I think yeah. Unless we default it to null pointer. Is that a terrible idea? Maybe that is the answer. What was it else? It was editing commands. Create elements. Let's do that instead. Yeah, on the topic of the on the topic of difficulty, one thing that Firefox and Chrome will have in terms of difficulty over the top of WebKit is that they implement the is, right, the customized built-ins. I think some of the spec has been replacing is. I'm sure I saw that. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it was never specified. It was specified, right? Creation options. Yeah, it's still specified. I thought I saw it replacing is somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, cool. I've called it custom elements registry. What a dummy. Where was that? That was in frame serializer. Do we not have frame serializer open? It's custom element registry. Was it elsewhere? What the? Is like the old extension that was there, never there because of WebKit. Yes, yeah, customized built-ins. You can pass the is property on create element. I don't think it's a v0. I think it was a v1 spec idea, but yeah, WebKit never implemented it on the grounds that it was like violated the solid principles and stuff. custom. 117. The tree scope is not a pointer, it's a reference. Is that it? Failed the build for that. Document is not a pointer in frame serializer either. Silly me. Pascal says removing the customized build-ins would be a big PR. I don't think anyone would try it. I think I could reasonably see someone trying it. I think it's just contentious because people like it. So V8 union element create options or string. Create options IDL. Element creation options. Revamp scope custom element registry. I need to go back to the first PR and fix that because that should be custom element registry. I'm pretty sure. Let's double check the spec. Create. Yeah. Let's also double check import node options. Whilst we're at it, I'm sure I did that one. Yeah, custom element registry. Okay. I think we're gonna. I'm hopeful this one's gonna be the one that compiles. Ah, I spoke too soon. Ah, it's another typo. I am not good today. It was in CC, custom elements, registry. I want to go back to this HTML template element. Shadow root. Yeah, look, it says here, the IDL attribute does not intentionally have a Boolean type, so it can be extended. Okay, this is just wrong now. Oh, no, it's not. Dang, that's so annoying. We need to do some more stuff here. Okay, so in create element for binding, create, wait, where is it? For binding, this one. We need to say if string or options. I've forgotten how we do this. I did it in import node. Import node. Need to do this whole thing. And so I'm thinking maybe let's go to this. Let's copy this whole switch statement. Give ourselves a bit of breathing room as well. So this Get type extension. Yeah, I thought this would do this. I think we can just get rid of this. Because we can say G empty atom, and then we can say well, we can keep this. I'm in the wrong place. This is the one I wanted to be in. So we're going to say G empty atom. Excuse me. Registries, custom element registry. We're going to get the content type. If it's the element creation options, if it has is going to equal options.is. We're also going to say if options has custom element registry. Registry is going to equal options custom element registry. Done it again. And again. Otherwise, if it's just a string, we're going to say is equals get a string. We don't need this. This needs to be reformatted. Whoops. Yeah. I think this makes more sense. And then we can also say runtime enabled. Have we got runtime enabled somewhere else that I can just copy and paste? Oops. Yeah. I'm sure there's like some format that this is expected to be in. So we're setting is to an empty atom. We're setting the custom element registry to the scope, the tree scoped custom element registry. And then if you supply a string, we'll set is to the non-empty atom. Like we'll set it to whatever is. Sorry, this is the string case. But if you apply an object that supply an object, then we'll check if it's got the is property, and we'll use that. And only if the revamped scope custom element registry feature is set, and you've also passed the custom element registry option, then we'll set registry to custom element registry. And then we will create the element using the registry. And this looks good. We need to do very similar here. Because we need to look up guessing this has something to do with it. Anyways, I'll look at that in a minute. Let's see if this actually compiles. And then I need to go. I want to get this patch pushed, but then I need to go. Meanwhile, let's see what's happening with this. So this was the initial patch. We got some review notes. Should this be conditioned on the feature flag? So this is because import node is no longer a false. It is an optional with this import node options. But well, I'm not sure if we can flag in ideal. We've got some errors. Let's focus on these errors. We've got some wild looking errors. No viable overload equals. This is because I set it const, isn't it? That's not gonna fly. You can't assign a const. Let's actually confirm that. Document import node, document create element, ment div. Yeah. Where is used? Yeah. What was it before? We had the whole method, right? Where was that prior method? Okay. Whoops. This move. I can't remember what it was called now. It was called get type extension. Atomic string. So I just do atomic string. Okay, we still got this weird state. No viable conversion. Atomic string 9608. I didn't write. Then also const string. That's because this needs to be atomic string wrapped. I'm guessing the same here. Yeah. All right. Obviously, I've missed a semicolon or something because it's just totally. Oh, 623. Yeah. What was I even trying to do? That? Copy pasta. It's always the copy pasta. We've got a bit of whack syntax or indentation though, still. So this is the options case. So this is wrong. That's that case. This is this case. That's what it should be. See if the format. Yeah, that looks more like it. Because this is this case, right? And we've got the parens here. So there is this if. I don't know. I don't dig this. This to me is nuh-uh. Okay. We need a break. Oh, because this used to be return statements, so we need a break here. This used to have a return here, so there was no need for a break. But now I should add a break. This one doesn't need a break because the next line is the curly. Come on, we're so close. This has got to be it. This is the one. Yeah, look at that. We are compiled. So let's see if we've actually managed to pass any tests with this, or if this was a complete waste of time. Oh, we had some unexpected results. Hopefully that means passes. Come on, do something. Crashed is not a... I don't like to see this line. This is not fun. Okay, well, that's going to be me then. We will investigate these crashes off stream maybe. Let me see when if I have some availability tomorrow. Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow morning, my time, 9 AM, roughly. How do I change the time? I forget how to change the time on this website. How do I set a time? Time here and there. London. 9. Compare? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. 9 AM London time. I'll do a stream. And yeah. Thanks very much for watching if you have been. Thanks very much for hanging out, Pascal, and chatting on the chat. We'll debug this further. Bye for now.